Dolph, we talk a lot about planning for retirement here on the show because that's the number one theme of what you're doing with your clients every day at Clear Income Strategies. But the need to be able to adapt to the unexpected is vitally important. So the question is, how much control do we really have over our money? We asked a few listeners their thoughts on that.
No, I think you can control it. Hopefully I'll be able to retire when I'm 65.
What's really possible when it comes to control in the future of our money?
Did you notice how she chuckled at the end of that 65?
That's true. She didn't seem very confident.
She had no confidence on it. I mean, the first thing you got to know out there is you got to know where your money's at and who's handling it and what it's in. I can tell you how many times I've sat down with people and they'll say they have this money with this XYZ broker person, and I say, what's it in? And I say, I don't know. And I don't know is basically, I'd say over 75% of the time, they say, I don't know, it's supposed to be aggressive and this and the other. I say, if you really dug into the portfolio of, is the money in REITs? Is the money in bonds? Is the money in stocks? Is the money in a pension plan? Is it in fixed accounts? Is it in annuities? And they're like, I said, don't you really want to? And if you don't know, then you're opening your statements and just seeing it. It's like, well, it's growing over the last several years. I said, well, a lot of monkeys threw darts at a board and actually hit it every once in a while too. You just don't know what's happening because the market's been doing well. But at the end of the day, I mean, are you really in control of your money if it's in the market? I mean, one day Apple releases this thing, the next day GE goes down, whatever. You're not really in control. You have ideas where your money's at, but something happens in China, something happens in another country, boom. You got to understand that your money is designed to do four things. You got to have it for liquidity. You got to have it for growth. You have to have it for income. You have to have it for legacy planning. But at the end of the day, how much money do you have that you can actually put your hands on at any given time? That's what I call control. Control is the money that you know that you can do anything you want to do with at any time. Pension plans are fantastic. They're actually going away, unfortunately, because a lot of them are underfunded or they're defaulting. But a misconception about pension plans is they've been manipulated over the years that, hey, you take this money out through a company and we'll pay you as long as you live. But when you pass away, the money goes back to us. And a lot of people don't say, no, it will go to my wife. I say, well, or go to my kids. I said, no, you got to choose the correct option. And they'll send these papers to you, which are very tough to live by. The strategies we work with, we like you to have control of it, where every single year you can say, hey, I want this in the S&P, I want this in this index, I want this in this index, I want to take this money out, and so forth. Knowing versus guessing, I can't tell you how important that is when it comes to control of your money. Because if you're giving your money into a REIT, into a real estate environment, they're saying, well, we're going to guarantee you almost 9% growth every year as long as this property is doing well. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what happened in 2008, 2009?
Well, we don't have to guess. We all know the market tanked.
We all know. Boom. Yes. And so the money that you were doing great for then went, boom, it blew up. And then you're in recovery mode. When you get into the 60s, that's a lot of the resources we talk about in this show, we give away, is preparing yourself for the unexpected. I mean, you don't expect something to happen. You're preparing yourself for something. When it does happen, boom, you don't know about it. I was watching a game the other day. A team was up by 30 points. Believe it or not, with Michigan team, we were playing Appalachian State. Go figure. We're up by 30 points. With 15 minutes to go, they start doing nothing. They go into the tank. They just lay down. Next thing you know, it's a 4-point game. And they're like, oh, my God, what do we do? They didn't expect to blow up 30-point lead. They did come out and win, but they had to regroup. You don't need to regroup when it comes to your money, because if your portfolio goes down 30%, what is your backup plan? In basketball, you can get more points, but 30% in your portfolio, how much do you have to gain to get back 30%, Kristen? It's quite a bit of money.
Mm-hmm. It is. And that's why it's so important to control the things that you can control and realize that there's more available for you to control than you realize. You just need to be educated about that and informed about your options. And you can always connect at clearincomeforlife.com. On behalf of Dolph Janis and the entire team at Clear Income Strategies, thank you so much for making us a part of your weekend on News 1110 and 99.3 WBT.